G'day everybody, welcome to Le'Rez Expressions Studio. I am super excited to show you 4 out of about 10 to 12 new pigments from a new line called Glitz and Glam. Super shimmery pigments. I'm only showing you 4 today, and stay tuned and keep watching to see what happens. Okay, so we're on now, and you can see what's going on here. I've got my board which is primed in black, just black paint or black gesso. This one is actually and for the newbies, just mixing my 2 parts. So this is part 1, and same equal amounts of the part B is going to go in there, which is just going to be enough. Somebody has asked me, why are you mixing 1:1, why not 1:2 or 2:1 ratio? Well, if you are unsure what ratio you're supposed to be mixing your resin, then what you do is you just read the instruction on the actual, container, and it will tell you. And if it doesn't say what the ratio is, it should say it, but if it doesn't, then you should just call the supplier and ask them. And because it's a little bit on a cooler side today, the resin is going to probably take up to a couple of minutes to mix, so I won't bore you with that. I'm just going to mix it and then come back. Okay, here we go, all mixed, nice and clear, except about 1 trillion of bubbles in there, but that's fine. So I'm just going to utilize these cups that I use to measure. What I've done is I've poured some of the resin in there to pick up all of that unmixed resin, and then poured it back into my big cup. So now I can use it, otherwise you couldn't, because you'd have unmixed resin in there. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to put, oops, here we go. I've done it wrong, guys. I'm so used to using pastes. You can do it this way, but I just want to show you the right way to do it. Don't mind me, just don't mind me. Usually you put a little bit of powder in there. I got a little bit sidetracked, and that's what happens. Okay, let's get started. So I don't even have the labels for these guys yet. This is the Plum Surprise. Have a look at that. Just have a look at it. And here we go. We're going to put a couple of... You can go to town with these things, with these pigments. They are absolutely stunning. And you can put in more than 10%. They're totally great with that. So, here we go. See that? See how that's changed colour? Let me just give it a nice mix and show you it real quickly. Always make a little paste with it. There we go. Plum Surprise. So we're going to have, I'm going to add some more resin in there and then mix it up. I always, well, normally, when I'm not too excited, always do it this way rather than putting the resin in a cup and then mixing it. Purple Diamond. So what we've got is Plum Surprise and Purple Diamond versus Purple Spell and Plum Delight. Okay, so these are all amazing pigments. Here we go. Purple Spell. This is what it looks like. Total color shift when you mix it in with resin. Totally changes, and you're going to see it in a second when I start stirring. This one is the Purple Spell. Have a look. Going to try and get my hand out of the way. Can you see that? Oh, it's going to be a little bit difficult because I need to see what I'm doing. Okay. I think it's happening. So now it's totally changed into this gorgeous shimmery purple color. Sorry, just have to look at what I'm doing, and here we go. Now I will show you the difference between the two. Let me just compare them side to side. See that? Purple spell is this one. Amazing. Stir that one in a bit more. Love the purples and love the blues. Just adding some more beautiful shimmery, real glamorous kind of pigments. I will show you the close-up on them afterwards. Now let's go in with some Plum Delight. This is what it looks like. Go right in. You can put a little bit of resin in there, just a couple of drops, just so it doesn't really sit on the bottom, and then add some more. So here we go, super fine. That's that one, Plum Delight. Add a little bit more resin to make up a nice paste. There we go. And I'm going to stir it nice and gentle. Always take your face away from it so that you don't breathe the powder in. There we go. So it's a nice thick mix now, like a paste. And then add some more resin in there. I always do this. Sometimes people get upset because I'm showing a lot of what I do, but I'd like to see new people, you know, get involved. And a lot of artists don't do step by step, you know. It takes too long and people get upset, but I'm doing this, a lot of it for the newbies. This is another amazing plum with some blue undertones, color shifting, and you can see that on the actual sides of the cup. Just amazing. And then we got Purple Diamond, just another stunner. There we go. Powders are great because they're not that hard to mix, and they there we go. Add a little bit more in there, just a teeny bit more to make that paste. They're not hard to mix really, but they last forever. The paste, on the other hand, they're supposed to last for a year. That's what they say, but I am quite pleased to say that Le'Rez paste lasts for quite a long time. I've even got some original testers from a couple of years ago, and they're still great. Okay, so there's that one. Tiny little difference between them, but still different from each other. Okay. There we go. So you're going to see them all now. The difference between them on a board, or I don't have enough of this one, but anyway. And on a dark surface and on the light surface. So let's see. Let's hope that I have. So there are the colors. Very similar, but not the same. This one's quite shimmery. Okay, so let's go. And I've also got just a little bit of this. I might use some gold just to break up the colors a bit. So I've got some molten gold, of course, and I'm going to leave a couple of drops in here to just in case I need it, because you never know. So about 10% going in there. My friend Claudia today said to me that she wishes that they be able to invent a 10% spoon. So you can, you know, but there is a 10% spoon. Like if you are using a cup, let's say 200 milliliter cup, 10% would be 20 milliliters, which you just use a measuring cup, 20 milliliter measuring cup. But you can't, it's, you know, the best way for me is to eyeball things. As long as I'm not weighing things. I think weighing would be the wrong way to go, because there's such a difference between the liquids and the powder in weight. Okay, molten gold, that is. Okay, let's get crack-a-lackin' now. Got everything ready. My board is ready. So let's go. Let me just see which is which now. Okay, so let's go with this Plum Surprise. Just going to pour some, keep these little things here, very shimmery. Plum Surprise, let's go. Oops, I broke the cup. Never mind, go this way. Still on, checking. I wonder if we should just do some puddle pours and let's see what happens there. I do want to, let's see what happens with the puddle pouring, how they work. Never mind. Well, I think we're just going to put them one next to the other so that you can see. I do apologize about that, just having just thinking out loud here. Okay, here we go. Plum Surprise. Getting onto the board. Probably could have even mixed more. Wow, look at that. Leaving a little bit. I don't want it leaking there, so I'm just going to move it over this way a little bit with my finger. The board is dry at the moment. I don't have any clear, and I usually don't put any clear underneath unless I want the pigments to be able to move freely. I just want to have more control now. Okay, here we go. Like so. So that was the Plum Surprise. Here we go with the Purple Spell, which is this one here. Here we go. Actually, I'm going to do a gold in between. Just going to go across. That is so shimmery. Let's get the gold involved here. This molten gold is just so amazing. It just slides. Look at that. Right across. Okay. So let's go with the Plum Surprise. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's a Plum Surprise. Let's go. This one is a Purple Spell. Sorry about that. Getting confused here. I know why I named them the way I named them. Super shimmery, glamorous. You do have to forgive me because I go through so many colors and so many possibilities of naming them, and it takes hours sometimes. So do forgive me when I get confused. This is actually the first pour with these colors. I have tested them, of course, but I haven't actually done a pour as in artwork. So that's that one. Gorgeous. Now Plum Delight. Just putting these colors one next to the other so that you can see the difference in what they look like. That's just an absolutely simple pour, and you never know how it's going to turn out. I don't know. And I've got the Purple Diamond here, which is an absolute beauty. So these guys are competing. So you see how many shades of violet I've got here. Look at that. Purple Diamond. My lordy lordy. It's got blue undertones, this one. It's quite blue on the sides, as you can see. But when you pour it, you can see that blue. It's a real blue purple, this one, with the amazing shimmery effects throughout. It's just awesome. I wanted to purposely do this, have these kind of sit next to one next to the other to see. And look at here, how it's sort of separated. It hasn't separated in a bad way, but I'm just saying the color, it's kind of changed because this pigment is touching this pigment and it's created some sort of a reaction. Let's see what happens if I just do that. Right through there. Maze balls. It's just awesome. There's a new saying, in case people didn't know. That's Aussie for awesome. And I'm pretty sure I thought of it. In my silliness. Oh, that's just really, really beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous there. Okay, let's put some heat onto it. Maybe put a little bit more gold just here. Follow that line now. And see what comes of it. Maybe even a little bit over here. Could even be like a negative space. I could mix up some clear and cover up the two sides. So what I'm going to do is just get some heat with the heat gun and try this new one. Which one is? Oh, sorry. Just putting some heat onto it to pop the bubbles and to create some movement and to see the effects. These pigments absolutely love the heat. Love it. You can see the effects happening already. There is so much shimmery gold coming through this shade there. So I'm just playing with it now. Just seeing what it will do. That combination is amazing. Now let's speed it up a little bit. Ooh. Sometimes I use a lot of heat, sometimes I use very little, but that there in itself is just amazing. That is absolutely stunning because you can't beat the molten gold, guys. You cannot beat it because you've got the pigment, which is I've got the pigment here, which, sorry, I just got an interruption. The gold here is dropped. It has dropped through the transparent pigment here, but then you have this film of gold going through. I'm just going to have to show you. You're just going to have to see that bit. Just give me a second here. Okay, just a little close up so that you can see what I'm talking about here. And I'm going to go sideways a little bit if my cord will let me, so that you can see that film. And anybody, it's not allowing me. Oh, I managed to dip the cord in it. Bloody hell. Okay, anybody who has used molten gold knows exactly what I'm talking about. You see that film, and you see you even get the speckles and everything, but you get that real gold looking like. Look at that. Okay, so let's get back to it. Okay, we are back, just making sure that you can see everything that's going on. Right, so I'm really happy with that. What I'm going to do is going to add a little bit of this clear. In fact, what I might do is might just add some of this sun catcher into it. I've got enough there you've got to get a clean stick. Always get a clean stick so you don't contaminate your cup with your pigment. Suncatcher is absolutely amazing, and you just get that kind of the light that catches it. It just looks like sunshine to me. Just lovely. And when you start mixing it, it just turns to beautiful golden kind of specks. Love it. Kind of like a pearl and a gold combined in one. Right, so I've made, that's a bit too thick now. That's a little bit too thick. Put a little bit too much in there. Never mind. Let me try something. Just going to add a little bit of this purple in there. And let's see if it's going to do anything. Let's see if it's going to... Actually, I'm going to put the whole thing. I just want to put a little line through there. Okay, and a little line through here before I do anything. It's very thick now. And then I'm just going to mix it in with my purple. Like that. In you go. Let's see if it's going to make a difference. I already know, but for the sake of this video, this tutorial, let's just say, let's see. Oh my god, so gorgeous. Okay. See that? Oh, sorry, I'm totally out of the way. It's just added some gold to that purple. Look at that. Can you see that? I sure hope you can. What a spectacle of, yeah, just amazing, amazing. Alrighty, so let's go over here. Definitely very, very purpley painting. So you can see the difference now between this one and this one. Same one, but this one has got speckles of golden sunshine through it. So it's just lovely. Okay, so you can do that. You can mix powders with pastes, and paste with powders, and powders with powders. You can do all of it. It'll still work. Absolutely love this purple diamond with blue undertones. Similar to blue diamond in consistency, but not as transparent. Blue diamond is quite transparent, and you can mix it with other pigments to give it that blue kind of shimmer. Okay, that's looking great. So now I'm just going to speed it up a little bit, add some more. Actually, I'm going to put this whole thing in there. Because it is getting a little bit thick. I've been talking for too long, and it starts to thicken up a little bit, but that's all good. Always leave a couple of drops in there. Help it along a little bit, just to kind of spread it out a little bit, because it's quite thick there. And which one didn't I use? I used that one, this one here. Oh, I really know how to push it, don't I? But I love it. I love working with thicker resin. I've got more control with it that way. Get that in there, and we're going to put that gold in between again, just to create that loveliness. And I might even leave the black background. Let's see how it goes once I start using the heat gun. This will of course move and soften, but I think I would like to leave the black background, and then tomorrow I can cover the whole thing with clear and just fill in the black right there. Maybe create a little swirl here like I did over there. Let's see what happens. You never know, you never know. A little bit of gold, just following that's there and here. Maybe a little bit more gold. I've got to patch up this area here. And a little bit more here. And maybe some here. Just following that, kind of like that. Okay. Right. Now let's get the heat onto it. Oops. Awesome. If you love shimmer, this is it for you. I just love how this gold is sort of sits on top there and it's not blending or anything. Love that effect. So I think I'm just going to go ahead with some more lines like that and let it sit, hopefully like that. Zigzaggy lines. And a few drops. Happens totally on purpose. Not. When that happens, what you do is grab a little stick and just create a little create your own effect so that it looks like it was totally meant to be there. And that's that. Totally different to what I have here. Different effect, different yep, I like it a lot. Fix that one there. So what I might do is just clean up some of these drips. Just to make it nice and clean for the next pour, which is going to be just clear, and I'm just going to leave this kind of effect as is and just leave it. Yeah, sorry, doing it again. Now let's I'm going to finish with this video and do another one, so this one's not too long. But this is it for this one. I will bring you closer so that you can see what's going on and all the effects of the gold with which is a paste with the pigment powder. Just looks really, really cool. So thanks for watching. Keep an eye open. It's not, the pigments are not in the shop yet, and this is just 4 of the, you know, how many I have. And because I'm getting more all the time, so keep an eye on Glitz and Glamour. Bye for now. Okay, here's the close-up of this one. See those interesting kind of swiggly effects that you get, and some cells popping up just on their own. There's that gold, there's that purple diamond. It's just keeps going on and on and on. And this part here is totally dry. I'm just going to have some clear on that. Look at that cool area there. Huh, cute. And lots of effects. So, oh, I think I can see all the shimmeries from there. Oh, how cool is that? Gee, I didn't even see that before. It's really interesting. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Keep an eye on the actual pigments that are coming into the shop soon, in probably about a few days, couple of days. And I'll definitely have to cover this one with clear to create that negative space there. So that's it from me. Bye for now. Good day everybody. Welcome to Le'Rez. Good day everybody. Welcome to Le'Rez Expressions Studio. I am super excited to show you a couple of new pigment powders. Okay, get ready for take 5.